For this experiment, you will need acetophenone, a colorless liquid, anisaldehyde, a colorless liquid, and concentrated sodium hydroxide, a colorless liquid. Into a small Erlenmeyer flask, we've poured 2 milliliters of anisaldehyde, 2 milliliters of the acetophenone, and there's about 6 milliliters of ethanol. This is our reaction mixture. I'm going to stir it with a glass rod. Then we're going to add sodium hydroxide, dropwise. This is concentrated sodium hydroxide, so we're going to need to protect our eyes and our skin. After stirring for about 10 minutes, we've put the reaction mixture into an ice bath and a yellow precipitate has formed. Also in the ice bath, we've put 2 small beakers, one that contains distilled water and one that contains ethanol, because we're going to use these cold liquids during the filtration. Set up a Buchner funnel and wet the filter paper. We've wet this filter paper with a little bit of ethanol to make a good seal. We've got a vacuum going, and now we're going to transfer the residue onto the Buchner funnel. Use a glass rod to agitate the precipitate and get as much of it onto the filter paper as you can. We have cold ethanol that we can rinse this flask with. The product is collected as very fine needles, and we're going to wash this with cold ethanol and cold distilled water. And then we're going to let it dry on the filter for a few minutes.